have to be noticed. Will they love me if I go on a diet?
Why do girls need to be skinny?
Will my freckles go away?
Do I need liposuction? Do I need a boob job?
Do you think I'm fat?
Do you think I'm fat? Do you think I'm fat?
The video you just saw is a scary representative of what is actually happening in our world today. What goes through the mind of a teenage girl with an eating disorder can be very scary. I can't eat that, I'll get fat. Or maybe I will eat it and just throw it up later after my parents leave. Or maybe I just won't eat it at all. I'll say I'm eating at a friend's house and go take a walk instead. I need the exercise, I am fat. This is the disturbing thought process of a teen suffering from an eating disorder. Over 1/4 of the teenage girl population suffers from an eating disorder of some form. They can form due to family and relationship problems, and the media and celebrities can pressure teens to look a certain way. Eating disorders are becoming a serious problem, and the statistics are becoming very scary, and more girls are developing them. There needs to be an end to this because they are deadly and taking away the lives of teenage girls. Eating disorders associated with teen girls are a problem because over 1/4 of the teenage girl population suffers from some form of them to cope with either family and relationship problems or the media extorts teens' minds to make them think they need to look like the celebrities they see on TV. Therefore, many people don't find eating disorders as an important issue. This is a problem. They think that they're not a big deal and can easily be fixed. Also, because they're so common yet not talked about enough, this can make it seem as if they're not dangerous. However, if the time is taken to raise awareness on eating disorders, the world can finally see them for what they really are, a deadly problem. Eating disorders are becoming an increasing problem for teen girls worldwide. Over 1/4 of teenage girls and 10% of women suffer from some form or degree of an eating disorder. Eating disorders are developing more and more, especially with teenage girls. The spread is rapid. This can change, and we can lower the statistics if we give foundations and help centers more attention, like NEDA, National Eating Disorder Association, or ANAD, National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders. It can help teens realize they aren't the only ones, and there are people to help them in this world. A main cause of eating disorders with teenage girls is family and relationship problems, as said earlier. Eating disorders can form due to family and relationship problems, and girls can use them to cope with these issues because they feel their body is the one thing they have control of in their lives. The family and friends may not even know one of their loved ones has an eating disorder, and some do, and they do nothing to stop this. This is a problem because it just makes the relationship worse and the disorder more fatal. The media influences teenagers to look a certain way. Media and the celebrities can pressure teens and distort their minds to think that they have to look a certain way. This is a problem because Hollywood is getting thinner and thinner because that's what they crave for, that look. Teenagers see them on televisions and magazines and elsewhere, and they think they should look like them. The media will always be pressured, especially to teens. Teenagers need a mindset that they don't need to look like that, and that look is not healthy. Overall, this problem needs more awareness because it takes hundreds of thousands of teenage lives every day. Eating disorders in teenage girls are spreading rapidly as society changes, and this is a problem because eating disorders are deadly. That's why it's important to draw more attention to healthcare and foundations. Overall, the effect that eating disorders have on our world is looked over drastically and needs to change because eating disorders are becoming a huge problem. Thank you.
When I grow up, I'm going to cheat and lie to my friends, to my parents, but most of all, to myself. Eat naked in front of the mirror so you're not tempted to eat too much. Say you're going to eat at a friend's house and instead go for a walk. Take cold baths to make your metabolism work harder. Punch yourself in the stomach when you feel hungry. Do aerobics until you want to faint. Being thin and not eating are signs of true willpower and success. You can never be too thin.
It's hard to believe that people would take their emotional instabilities as far as to harm their own bodies physically, but an estimated 5 to 10 million females are affected by some form of eating disorder. I have gathered extensive research on the particular subject of eating disorders and have decided to find a way to help the problem. The National Eating Disorders Association is an organization that is forming education and support groups and hosting annual fundraising events to raise awareness about eating disorders. They are also visiting schools to speak and inspire many. High school students can get involved by volunteering at the countless events held by the NEDA. Many people look at eating disorders as much smaller of a problem than in reality. They think that there is nothing they can do to help the problem because people suffering from eating disorders are fighting problems within themselves and emotionally. They also think they are too small to affect the large amount of people with eating disorders. However, high school students can be a big help to the cause by volunteering at fundraising events to raise awareness and support those affected. The NEDA is committed to reaching kids in the classroom and teaching them about positive self-esteem and the importance of healthy body image. NEDA navigators, or volunteers, can be contacted in your state who are trained by professionals to be a source of support and guidance. Also, this organization has set up media watchdogs to closely monitor the media, critiquing advertisements that positively or negatively affect body image. They are visiting schools nationwide to encourage students to stand up against negative media. The National Eating Disorders Association has created resources for educators, parents, and coach and athletic trainers to teach them how to support those affected by eating disorders. Another very effective way to raise awareness about eating disorders is to host fundraising events, which is exactly what the NEDA has done. NEDA walks are held in countless communities and are non-competitive just to unite communities together and raise awareness about eating disorders. Also, this year only, this organization is holding a 10th anniversary benefit dinner to raise money for the NEDA to help people worldwide. In addition, the NEDA has made it possible for anyone to create their own fundraising page to also raise money for the cause. The NEDA has set up presentations and is visiting schools nationwide to talk about healthy body image. People who have first-hand experienced the emotions and effects of eating disorders are perfect to talk to students and share their stories. Part of the presentation is hands-on to really get the students engaged as they learn about what actually happens to the body during the process. The age group of high school students is most common for eating disorders, so it would be very effective. In conclusion, the NEDA has given high school students multiple opportunities to get involved. First, we can listen to and accept the support and information this organization has given us to become more educated on the issue. Second, we can attend the fundraising events hosted each year. Finally, we can have representatives from the NEDA come and share their experiences with us. High school students can look deeper into the NEDA organization to really get involved.